Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the documents that companies don't want you to read. Today we're looking at a report from Columbia Banking System, and it seems like someone's job might be on the line. Let's find out who. This report is about their annual shareholder meeting, where they vote on important stuff like who gets to be on the board and how much the executives get paid. We'll focus on if everyone is happy with the company leadership or not. If you are interested in getting insights from corporate documents, make sure you are subscribed to our channel and join our Discord community using the link in the description. So on May 15, 2025, Columbia Banking System held their yearly meeting where shareholders got to vote. A lot of shares were eligible to vote, and most of them were actually cast either in person or by proxy, which is like voting by mail. Now, what were they voting on? First, they picked the people who would sit on the company's board of directors. Second, they had a vote on whether they thought the top executives were being paid fairly. And third, they decided if they wanted to keep using the same accounting firm, Deloitte & Touche, to check their books. Let's break down how the voting went for each of the board of directors. Each person was voted on individually. Maria Pope received about 18.2 million votes in favour, with roughly 1.8 million votes against and about 154,000 abstentions. Mark Finkelstein got around 18.2 million votes against and about 154,000 abstentions. Mark Finkelstein got around 18.2 million votes for approximately 79,000 against and nearly 152,000 abstentions. Randall Lund had about 18.3 million votes for approximately 18.3 million votes in favour, around 18.2 million votes for approximately 79,000 against, and around 583 million votes for approximately 79,000 against, and around 553,000 abstentions. And Finkelstein Number got about 180 million votes for, approximately 4 million against, and nearly 174,000 abstentions. Lund had about 183 million votes for, approximately 187,000 abstentions. Clint Stein had approximately 190, received about 18.2 million votes in favour, around 929. All 11 directors were elected to the board. However, Numata received significantly more against votes than the others. This might indicate some shareholder dissatisfaction with her performance or decisions. Next up, the vote on executive pay. There were approximately 79 million votes in favour of the compensation packages, but a notable 4.4 million votes against. Additionally, there were about 17,000 abstentions. While the majority approved, those 4.4 million against votes are a pretty big signal that a chunk of shareholders think the executives are getting paid too much, or maybe that the company's performance doesn't justify the high pay. Finally, the vote to approve the accounting firm Deloitte & Touche. This one was a landslide with about 19.4 million votes in favour, only around 499,000 against, and about 950,000 abstentions. So it seems like everyone is happy with the accountants. Now let's zoom out and look at the big picture. Columbia Banking System seems to be in a pretty stable position based on these votes. All proposed directors were approved, and the accounting firm got a big thumbs up. However, the significant number of votes against executive compensation is something the board can't ignore. It suggests there's a disconnect between how the company is performing and how the shareholders feel about executive pay. This could lead to some changes in how executives are compensated, or at least some serious discussions about it. The relatively higher number of negative votes for board member Numata is also noteworthy. While she secured her position, the dissent could be a warning sign of underlying issues or concerns that need addressing within the board or the company's strategy. It might be worthwhile to investigate the reasons behind these negative votes to ensure alignment and satisfaction among shareholders. One possible risk for Columbia Banking System is the potential for decreased investor confidence if these concerns aren't addressed. If shareholders feel their voices aren't being heard, it could lead to instability and even impact the company's stock price. On the flip side, there's an opportunity here for Columbia to engage with its shareholders, address their concerns, and build stronger relationships. In conclusion, Columbia Banking System is sailing along smoothly, but there are a few waves they need to watch out for. The executive pay issue and the concerns about a specific board member are like little leaks in the hole that need to be patched up to keep the ship running smoothly. Alright, that's our breakdown of Columbia Banking System's latest shareholder meeting, filing, what's your take on these votes, and what they signal for the company's future. Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.